what the Russian is. If a guy collar ties me here, I don't like being in collar ties because this is his tie. I can clear out of a collar tie a lot of ways. I can try and get my own collar tie. But a lot of times, I like to just bump this collar tie off and go right to my Russian. So what I'm going to do is, when Coach Gordon reaches for this collar tie, rather than engage and try and collar tie myself, I'm going to take my inside hand, the hand that's on the elbow, I'm going to bump his arm up. I'm going to step my foot, shrug my head off. My one hand's going to grab at the wrist. My other hand grabs at the bicep. And I'm going to drop my shoulder right on the top of his shoulder here. Now, I just turned this from his collar tie to my control position, right here, in the Russian. So what the Russian is, basically looks like I have his arm trapped, and I keep the weight on it, and this is now a tie-up for me. So now I can move Coach Gordon around here, open up attacks of my own, drag him by, create space, dominate the tie-up. So I don't want him tying up in the way that he can, snap me down and try and do shots out of it. So what I'm going to do is when he ties up, I shrug my shoulder, bump it, slide it off, right here, hand right below the armpit, other hand on the wrist, drive my shoulder down, and I try and go hip to hip with him a little bit. Because when I start going near the guy like this, the guy wants to square away, push away. Now I can open up some takedowns. So the first takedown we're going to work on is just a very simple Russian double. So I like to shoot my double to that side, but it doesn't really matter because I don't get to pick the side that got collar ties with. So what I need to do is understand that this Russian double basically is just requiring me to square my hips up and shoot. So it doesn't matter what side you're on. If the guy collar ties on this side, bump here, obviously it's easier because this is my double side. But if you get this side, it's the same thing. So the Russian double comes from me driving down, stepping on his foot. He goes to square up, he posts on my head to try and get out of this Russian. I level change, and I basically just block that hand with the Russian, right here. Here, drop my hand, hand around the knee, drive into the double, lock my hands under his butt. And guys, why do I lock my hands under his butt?
So he can't sprawl.
So if he sprawls, I can catch him. So lock my hands under the butt, drive across. Try for the Turk if I can. So again, your partner's gonna collar tie. Either side, doesn't matter. It's always bump at the elbow, step my foot, kind of like I'm turning my butt towards him, bump it, slide it off, catch at the wrist, catch right under the armpit. Heavy weight on that shoulder, drive his shoulder down, kind of try and rip his arm off. He wants to square up because he wants to get away from it. Right here, I square my feet up, my foot points between his legs, post that arm up, level change, right into the double, look across his backside, go for the Turk if you can get it, elevate, take down and back. One more time. So, he collar ties, I push in a little bit, bump it off, pull right to that Russian. Where's my hand? On his wrist?
And under his bicep.
Under his armpit. Close.
Tell me.
Right here. Pull that down. He starts to square up. He posts on my head. Turn my foot. Point through his legs. Lower level. Block. Shoot. Lock under his butt. Step my foot across. Drive and lift. Down to the Turk. Grab the head. Elevate. Easy money. Any questions?
No.
Bye-bye.
So when you grab the wrist, what wrist do you have to grab? Do you grab like this side or this side?
So you grab the wrist to the side you're rushing. Guys, pay attention. Oh. So when he goes here, the collar tie hand, I'm grabbing that wrist. So right here, he's here, I step up, and I grab right here at the wrist. And I stay on that side of it. Like I'm hugging his arm basically. Right there. Good question.